Hello, people of YouTube. Tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, trying to adjust my camera to be better because I have a shitty tripod. Here today to give you guys yet another anime review. Another anime review before I leave this Wednesday to the island of Puerto Rico, and I'm very excited to go check out my island. I'll be vlogging, all that good and done. So, people of YouTube, before I leave to my inevitable vacation, don't worry, I filmed this anime review for you guys just for the week, and while I'm on vacation, don't worry, I will be watching certain anime that I always wanted to check out, and now I'll get the chance to. I'll start it maybe tomorrow, and then as you know, during my vacay, I'll be watching it. But anyway, people of YouTube, that's besides the point. Today, people of YouTube, we're going to take a look at Studio Trigger's very Little Witch Academia. Let's get started, shall we? So, Little Witch Academia follows Atsuko Kagari, or Akko, as I call her, who attends Luna Nova Academy, a school prevalently designed to train witches. You see her two friends who she meets in the beginning of the series, as they get into trouble, mischief, while also learning the magical arts. Because, you know, magic is in the air, you know, and it's fucking... Don't ask me why I have that one. Magic is in the air, and you just see her living her normal school life, learning to become a witch. That's pretty much it. Some people of YouTube, I have something to say, obviously. The fact is that I love Studio Trigger. Studio Trigger is the guys that made one of my newest favorite animes of all time, Kill la Kill. I loved Kill la Kill. It has everything I wanted to see in a shonen action over-the-top anime, done excellently. I loved the animation style, the characters were solid, the story was great, and I loved Kill la Kill. Fast forward to last year with Kiznaiver, and that anime kind of disappointed me. I loved the story was fantastic, yet it just completely failed on character development. And that's the one thing that I did not really like about Kiznaiver. I felt like it was a pretty generic, bland, boring anime that had a really good story to it. So, apparently before they actually made these two animes, there was the Little Witch Academia series that were these pretty short little mini-series where it's just short, 23 minutes, and I believe there were like maybe 3 short series about them, and I didn't really watch it. I can't really say nothing about it, but I'm pretty sure it's solid, especially for Studio Trigger, and we'll get into that in a moment. So, when they made Little Witch Academia the anime, I was pretty much into it. Like, I wanted to check it out for myself and see how it is. So it just turns out that Netflix owns the rights to the anime. They English dubbed it, and I did watch it in English dub, which we'll get into in a moment. And what do I have to say about Little Witch Academia? Meh. It's meh. Okay, people of YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. This was pretty much one of the... It's okay. It's not bad per se. No, it's not. It's. I do have a lot of issues with it. Yes, absolutely a lot. But for what it's worth, it is a really solid anime. Nothing really too grand. But first, before we get into, you know, roasting the hell out of the anime, what are some good qualities to it? Well, of course, the animation done by Studio Trigger themselves. I fucking love it. It's some of the best animation that this animation studio has put out since Kill la Kill. It has everything from Kill la Kill done awesome, to its bright colors, interesting character designs, well together, kind of funny action sort of sequences, these funny comical sequences and whatnot. I really enjoyed the animation. It's flawless. It's literally everything. It's sometimes really orgasmic. You see a lot of amazing, beautiful shots, especially when they use magic in the anime. It looks fucking gorgeous, and I love the animation that they did for Little Witch Academia. It's solid. From the minute the anime started, I fell in love with the animation. It is amazing. Studio Trigger, you outdone yourself. It's excellent animation. The story, albeit it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's your stereotypical, generic story about a girl who attends a school to learn how to be a witch. And not to mention that this school is like the high, echelon, like only family members, only like, members of royal families who fucking are part of the witch community can only be entered in this academy, and it pretty much follows every sort of cliche you could possibly imagine, and just turns it up by 1,000. The story is bland, nothing new, and that sucks because this is an anime by Studio Trigger, and it's kinda generic. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, people of YouTube, it gets really boring. Because the animation, not animation, I'm sorry. The story is episodic. Each episode is a new different thing. And yeah, I mean, you could say that it's kind of creative in the fact that, like they get, like, what kind of mischief that they get into because of their magic powers or whatever. And, I mean, okay. It's still pretty generic, and it's not really interesting. Honestly, it kind of felt like a chore to sit through while watching the story. The characters, unfortunately, minus a few, were alright. The characters aren't bad. They just, much like He's Neither, they lacked in any sort of charm or character development that really made me feel attached to the characters. There's only really 2 characters that stand out to me the most. 2. And that was this girl named Amanda, who I just liked her carefree attitude, her no gives a fuck attitude, and how she just goes with the flow. I like this one moment where she literally says flat out, "I don't care about the future. It's like what's happening now." And I loved her character. She's carefree, energetic, and I liked her banter with the main character. And she's a fantastic character. One of my personal favorites. But honestly, the second character, and honestly she's my favorite character in the anime, was this character, Ursula. She is what every teacher should be. She defends her students. She likes Akko and sees the potential in her. I like everything about this character. She has she's really nice. She's pleasant. She defends Akko in a lot of situations, and I absolutely loved her. She's by far, and she shares the strongest bond with Akko in the anime. You do feel a connection between these 2 characters, and I love that. I love seeing their relationship show, and every time I see them on screen, I loved it. I absolutely love their relationship. They are the strongest characters. She is the strongest character in the anime. And plus, there's this neat little twist towards the end of the anime that I kind of didn't see coming, and involves this character. And maybe if they fleshed it out and made probably a second season, I feel like there could be more character development with this character. But what we got from her, I love Ursula. She is my favorite character in the anime. And that's it for characters. I'm not kidding. Yeah. Yeah. The rest of the characters in the anime, they're pretty much one note, generic, and by the numbers as it can get. The main protagonist, Akko, okay, I do like her happy-go-lucky, bubbly personality. I like that, okay? But there are just some scenes that just annoy the fuck out of me that involves this character. Now, this character purposely gets herself into situations that really she should just avoid, because, no human being with the right mind would do that. But she does have a lot of determination, and she does, have a lot of neat character moments, and she has a nice character arc and whatnot, and I don't blame her, but as for a main character, she's just generic. She's been done to death, and sometimes done even better. As for her 2 friends, I do like Susie. In fact, Susie is another character who I actually really related to, and she's actually the funniest character in the anime. I liked her a lot. Susie is an exception, but her other friend Lotte, boring, super boring. Although I do like her character development a little bit, but she is still boring. I did not like her character. I like her character development, but the character is just boring. And that's pretty much it. Except Susie. Susie was funny. I like Susie a lot. And then there was this one bitch. Oh my god. There's this one character in the anime that completely, every time she is on the screen, I just scream Ice Queen. Because that's what she is. She is a Ice Queen. And that's this character, Diana. Literally, talk about Ice Queen. Because that's what she is. Literally, this character, from the moment you see her, and how all the characters, talk a lot of praise about her, and the fact that she can do nothing wrong, and the fact that, no matter what she does, even if it's a bad thing, people will forgive her because she's so perfect in every sense of the word. You should just be like her. She's the 10 out of 10 best character. Fuck no. Okay? She is without question the most cliche, generic, by the numbers Ice Queen I think I've ever seen in an anime, period. She's not memorable. She's so boring and does nothing. They give her so many scenes, and all she does is really talk down to people. And the fact that she's such a know-it-all. Like, what the fuck? No. That is baloney. That is crap. No. I do not like this character. She is honestly my least favorite character in the anime. Everything. Oh my god. Total cliche Ice Queen right here. She's the Ice Queen. Ugh. And aside from those issues, there's also some other things I didn't like. First off, the ending. The ending sucked. The ending, it just ends. The anime just ends like that. Like, nothing. Like, this huge thing happened at the end of the anime. But nothing really huge, nothing really grand. It's just a neat little thing that they did. And it just ends. You don't see an aftermath of what happened after this thing. No. It's just end. Like, what? You serious? You fucking kidding me right now? Ugh. I guess we gotta read the fucking light novel or manga or whatever this version. I believe it's a light novel. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Although I do like the English dub. Another thing I should give praise, by the way, I forgot to mention the English dub. It's not bad. In fact, I prefer you watch the English dub. I think the English dub is quite better. Surprisingly, because Netflix is the one that dubbed the anime. So good job. Good job, Netflix. You did a good job with the voice acting. Every voice actor and actress did a fantastic job. So, minus those few pros and a lot of cons with the anime, this anime is nothing really grand. Should you go out of your way to watch it? Nah. Is it fun to watch? Sure, if you like the great animation, and if you love Studio Trigger as much as I do. But as for everything else, meh. That's what this anime pretty much is. Meh. Which is why this anime gets 5 out of 10. Should you go out again? If you want, I wouldn't necessarily blame anyone if they watch it. Nah. In fact, if you want to watch it, go on right ahead. You're not really missing much. That's all the time we have for this anime review, people of YouTube. I'm sorry this anime kind of became a little mini rant video. I didn't want it to become a rant, so there's that. That's pretty much all the time that I have. Stay tuned on the 11th, which is this Tuesday. I will be hosting a live chat, pretty much celebrating and, hyping the fact that I'm going to Puerto Rico. I have not decided on what time it is going to be yet, because I might have to do some cleaning around the house before we leave. And some other stuff. And I have to shave too, so there's that. So regardless, people of YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this anime review. If you like this video, cool, whatever. If you would like to see more from this channel, please consider subscribing. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And 'tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin. Peace, YouTube.